Hey there, boys and girls. Today we're going to be doing the Kefka series boss battle with Elena. I figured I'd do one more clear before I go to bed tonight. Kind of tired. Ate a lot of turkey today. Really need that sleep, but I want to go ahead and get this. Need to use no more than 5 items. Defeat Kefka with Limit Burst, beat him within 20 turns. Take Zodiac's Elena this time. Kind of got a different team in case you didn't have Elena, Myra, some of the units I used. I tried to switch it up best I could. I still have to take Charlotte because I don't have Ignis. First, we got Polka. She's going to give you your element resist, stop resist, all that good stuff. We've got Charlotte as our magic tank, same gear that I used before. Ayaka is going to be our barrier unit this time. Since we're not going to take the boss to like 50% with all that damage from rain, we're going to take a few more turns to do things. Ayaka is a very, very handy barrier unit to have. Her barriers are like 3,000 hit points. Since I UOC'd Edgar, let's bring him. Lots of LB fill stuff on him. Should be able to get his LB pretty reliably. This is my Elena. Hope I didn't say Esther. I'm tired. Maneater Plus on Diablos. Zodiac is set up pretty much the same way. He's got Maneater Plus. He's on Diablos. Really, really well geared. Let's give it a go. I'm going to be taking a few more turns, I think, on the ads leading up to Kefka. I considered like maybe cutting this out, but I want to show it anyway. Might make the video a little bit longer than we would like, but you know, I was trying this with some other units earlier and I actually wiped on these things, so it could be good for people to see them regardless. Let's do a dedication with her. We'll use Bravo Figaro. That's his cooldown. We're going to always open up with Lightning and Way of the Aurora, and we're going to do the reverse, or not Lightning, Light and Way of the Aurora, and then we're going to do Light and Way of the Blossom. That way we get that damage reduction buff inside of all this. Then we're going to LB, then we're going to Triple Blade Crystal. It's going to be that every single time with our Elenas. And since we have that damage reduction from Elena, that should keep Charlotte upright. If you're nervous about that, have Ayaka throw a re-raise on, not a full life. Have Ayaka throw a re-raise on Charlotte if you get nervous about that. And we're going to have Charlotte defend. And then Polka is just going to do Flowing Waters in one of these cooldowns, and that's going to cause like a full heal. We're going to defend Edgar. We're going to defend Charlotte. Since we're taking these bosses pretty low, I would imagine we're pushing several of their thresholds all at once. You know, kind of dangerous to do things like that, but we'll be alright. Alright, good to go to get the first one out of the way. Speed of Light, Blade Crystal ×3. You guys know the drill with Elena. I think some people might have just been curious to see how she like performs in this fight. We'll do a dedication. Kill this guy off. All the LB crystals. I guess I could use like Edgar's Limit Burst too to mitigate some more of the damage, but with Elena giving that damage mitigation with her opener, it like lets Charlotte stay pretty upright for me. Light and Way of the Aurora, and the second one, Light and Blossom. Edgar to use Bravo Figaro. I really like Edgar as a breaker too. I've been wanting to use him for a long time, and finally I just kind of popped on that. I'm not going to use Charlotte's Limit Burst. We're going to do this one kind of raw. I was kind of looking at like some damage. I did this fight like a few hours ago. Charlotte never really got in that much trouble on these bosses with the damage reduction from Elena, so I want to pretend like it's going to be okay. I think still for like peace of mind, we'll have Ayaka throw a re-raise on her every turn though. Alright, let's get these LBs out. The only reason I'm doing the LBs, you know, maybe there's a faster way to kill them with Elena. Maybe just Blade Crystal them to death. I don't know. I just think it's good practice to kind of do the units rotation. We'll defend Charlotte. We'll defend Edgar. I put a re-raise on Charlotte as well, just in case something goes haywire. I think we should be fine. That looked like a little missile flew and hit her. Another reason, like, I wanted to do this Elena clear was, you know, I kind of went through the whole thing with Rain. I feel like I played to Rain's strengths as far as how that clear went down, but you know, we really didn't do any mechanics of that fight, and I feel like when I'm going to come back with this character, I want to show the fight off a little bit more. I know I said like you could look at Sinzar's Terra clear because he went through a whole bunch of mechanics, but I want to try to do the same thing here. All right, this get us a cover. I still have no idea what these enemies do. I just feel safe if I throw a cover up and, you know, some re-raises and stuff like that. Everything's gonna be fine. That Holy Aurora, Holy and Blossom. On Bravo Figaro. The LB kill on this one's going to be coming from Edgar. So if you don't have Edgar, for example, you need to bring some unit that can help you get an LB kill onto the boss. Because I'm going to try to finish up Kefka with Blade Crystal ×3. So I won't be trying to get the kill with the Elena's Limit Burst. So you're going to need... Charlotte can't do it. Yaka sure as hell can't do it in this comp. You're going to need some options on that. You know, whatever you want to do. Kryla is a really, 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 really good character to have for this trial and in general. I would probably say if you guys get the chance to re-roll, or not re-roll, if you guys get the chance to roll for Kryla for Christmas, you may want to consider doing it because she is so good. Pretty good LB damage there. Let's see what he does. We covered it. I like that big meteor that falls from the sky. I think it looks cool. Yeah, that doesn't look like anything like terribly dangerous with these bosses. We had the re-raise there just in case. I'm going to use Aurora Arts and 2 Blade Crystals. Aurora Arts kind of gets Blade Crystal to do a little bit more damage. And we'll come down here with Folka. Do that. He'll kill Charlotte up. Should have a killer right here. Yeah, no problem. Good deal. There's Kefka himself. Really think this. I just love this fight. It's fun. Won't go through the roleplay this time, so I don't sing Cotton Eye Joe to you guys anymore. That was so bad. So yeah, you got your gravity attack. Something handy about having like a Yaka. She can use your limit burst and pretty much full heal you. Get you right with your mana situation. We'll do a Holy and a Way of the Aurora. There's no need to stagger it because we're going to open up with Charlotte's limit burst here. So we'll go ahead and do that. I want to use Bravo Figaro first. And then we're going to use Charlotte's Limit Burst, like I said, for the mitigation. And then with Folka, we're going to just get our mitigations online. It's a pretty standard opener. Fair amount of damage. Goes out turn 1. Turn 2 is a little bit more nasty. That's why I wanted to save, like, you know, Edgar should get his limit burst every turn, but if he don't, you know, I want to, I definitely want to have it for turn 2, more so than turn 1. We'll do a Knight's Command to get some magic mitigation. A Yaka, I guess you can just do a dedication. Again, the dedication from a Yaka kind of helps to fill Edgar's limit burst. We'll let him shoot all the all the guys off the castle. We'll do it. It doesn't matter. I don't think which mitigations you do. I'll do the magic mitigation. All right, we'll send our LBs off. This is going to start the process of you know, getting Elena online to do damage to Kefka. Basically, what I want to do is the thresholds for the gravity that you have to worry about is 80, 60, and 40%. You know, I want to be north of 80%, like I am right here. I want to attack the boss. I doubt she'll go to 50% on turn 3, but you know, it could happen. We're going to take a gravity on this round right here. So we're just going to have Edgar punch. We'll have Charlotte. We'll have Charlotte do this thing right here. All this is going to do is get some of these counter attacks to go from, instead of Elena, to Edgar and Charlotte. And you'll see what I'm talking about in a second. And then we're going to come over here with Ayaka. We're going to use one of these barriers. It doesn't matter. They're all the same strength. Then we're going to heal up with Folka. Alrighty. And then we're going to use Aurora Arts and then Blade Crystal ×2. So now we've kind of locked into Elena's good damage. We're definitely going to drop below that 50%. And since I had some other characters hit Kefka first, it's going to cause these retaliations to go to them instead of Elena. And since I've got the barriers, it's going to help me survive, you know, past the gravity thing. Alrighty, so we went below 50% or 80%. We stayed above 60%. It doesn't matter if we double push the threshold. It's not going to affect you anyway. See how the counters worked out like that? Everybody's like really good as far as like their hit points go. On this turn, we're going to go ahead and push Kefka to 50%. As you know, at 50%, all he does is buff himself and then he ends turn. So nothing really to worry about there. This is kind of a free turn for some of your guys. Like if you want to go ahead and limit burst with Charlotte, I know she's going to get dispelled. It might help her get her limit burst gauge back faster. You know, you definitely want to cover for the next round. It's turn 4. She only had 1 turn left on it. We'll heal up with Folka. We'll come down here with the Yaka. We'll do a dedication. I'm going to hold Edgar's limit burst. I don't see any need in using it. What, do we have anything really cool we could do with Edgar? Maybe a rejuvenator? We could get a break next turn. That sounds like pretty much fun. Let's do that. And let's hit him with the chainsaw. I guess the break next turn is like a 70% break. That's better than nothing, I guess. Alright, so there's the buff in turn. Nothing's going on right here. You're going to get dispelled next turn, so you know what you do on this turn really doesn't matter with Elena. You could go ahead and power up your limit burst. You're not going to have an element attached to your limit burst this turn, so I'm just going to take. I guess I've still got my light imbue. Let's check that. Yeah, adds light element. I got 1 turn of light imbue. I'm just gonna triple Blade Crystal on the boss, and then we'll get set back up next turn. Oh, about pushed that 40%, which would wouldn't have been the best. So you know, be careful when you're doing that at home. I didn't think she would do that much damage. Alrighty, let's do these 2. Everybody's in good shape here. Well, let's do dedication right here. Really, it doesn't matter what Charlotte does here because oh, buttons. She's gonna take a dispel. She's gonna be doing it again. Looks like we got a break on Kefka. That's pretty cool. I guess that's a strong enough break. It should be like a 70% break. We'll let her ride. It's nothing really bad. It's just like 1 big nuke and then a dispel this round. Alrighty, so we'll limit burst with Charlotte. We're going to use limit burst with Edgar. Now we're going to drop the boss below 40% right here, so we have to kind of be mindful of who attacks, get those hits on the boss. So we let Edgar hit the boss a bunch. We're gonna, so we took a full dispel. We'll get all our element resists up with Polka, and then we're gonna do another barrier just in case I go below. No, we don't have to do a barrier this turn because we're gonna prep the LB. My bad. I have to re-imbue. I was thinking I was going to Blade Crystal. Yeah, nothing's happening this turn. We don't have to barrier. False alarm. Calm down, Iyaka. I better heal up. Let's do that. I want to keep the boss above 30% though when I use this LB on the next turn, so I probably won't perfect chain him. Oof. Oh no, that's fine. All we're going to take this turn is a dispel and then end turn, but it's really not a big deal. But what you don't want to do is use a Yaka for that. We'll have Edgar use his limit burst, get some damage onto the boss. And like I said, I don't want to really perfect chain these. Let's let Edgar get his hits in. And then we'll send the other healing off. I want to go below 40, but above 30. Oh, that's a shame it didn't work out. That's cool. What's going to happen since the boss is at 30% is he's going to get his barrier, or not barrier, damage resistance up. It's going to make the fight much more difficult. See how he has damage reduction. So we're in for some shit right now. Kind of what I hate doing on this fight, but it's kind of hard to time that. I think, you know, maybe next time when I do it, I'll certainly be more careful when I stagger it out. So now, right here, you know, it's go time. We're going to get Edgar's break. We're going to chain. Try to put as much damage into the boss as we can. We're going to set up for a kill on the next turn. Charlotte doesn't have any mitigations, which is very unfortunate. Let's get a couple re-raises on our Elenas. We will do this, one of these, and we'll get Charlotte to magic cover. It would have been very nice if her limit burst would have filled there. No big deal. We've got an 84% break on Kefka himself. Oh, Dancing Mad didn't do it. Alrighty. Nice and easy. We will use Dedication right here. And then we're going to get our triple Blade Crystal ready. We'll get Kefka's, or not Kefka, Edgar's Limit Burst ready. What I want to do is start off the Blade Crystals, and then I want Edgar's Limit Burst to hit it in the Overkill. That way we get all missions credit. So we'll send our Elena's off, and we'll send Edgar off. There's all the hits in the Overkill, all missions. Yay. Good job. Wasn't as clean as I wanted it to be. Like I said, I wanted the boss to stay above 30%, and then I just wanted to, you know, just chain him down. We had to take that extra turn of mitigation. Kind of put me in a more dangerous position right there, but, you know, we did what we had to do to handle it. We survived. Kind of was all right. I wouldn't want to go too many turns below that 30%. If you guys want to see what that looks like and you haven't already, I've got a video on my channel of a JP clear where I really didn't understand the fight too well. And I messed up a lot of stuff, and I don't know, it was really funny. It's on down. I think I did it with Diablo Saul. But anyways, happy Thanksgiving to you guys watching it on Thanksgiving Day. Hope you liked the video. Hope maybe you learned a little bit more of how to actually do the fight, you know, with this kind of clear. I definitely tried to go over some more of the mechanics this time than I did the first time, even though I think that rain clear was super easy to pull off. Anyways, rambling, it's late, going to bed. Have a good rest of the week. Toodaloo.